Join with me today is Reminix. We're going to talk about good news, bad news. Good news is that they're going to make Red Guardian and Scream available in the Arena store. Bad news is that, right?
Yeah, how many are we gonna get? Not very many. It looks like.
Doesn't seem good. There's a lot of things that are okay in this blog post, but some of this stuff drives me insane, and we only have about half of the information, right? So it's kind of bad, right?
So we're kind of guessing, and we never put our best interest. We have to kind of look at what Scopely obviously has done in the past, and we call the MSF two-step lately. We're one step forward, two steps back.
Yeah.
So did you pull up the orb right now? Like, can you see the kingpin orb, like what it looks like right now?
Yeah, let's read and we'll get there. This week we're gonna go over incoming updates meant to revamp the Arena store. So if you got a surplus of Arena credits, now how much? I'm sitting on about 60,000. How many Arena credits are you sitting on?
175.
Okay, you might as well dust them off. But we've also got blitzes from outer space and the afterlife, as well as weekly events to airdrop character shards to your roster. Put on your hard hat, and I put on my my tinfoil hat when I read that. And let's take a look at the renovations coming to the store. Arena store update. Big updates coming to the Arena store, including a revamped orb, new character shard pricing. Here's what's heading your way on April 21st, which is next Wednesday. Training modules. Soon you'll be able to purchase 20 L3 training modules for 500 Arena credits. At first, I thought that was pretty good, but those are L3s. Those are not L4s.
Yeah, I guess the idea is 20 L3s. They're just gradually giving us a little bit. They obviously probably don't want to part with the money they're making on training modules. So they're giving us a little bit more.
See, if this was L4s, I would have been a little bit more interested. But when I first read that, I was like, oh, we're going to get training modules and I could just spend my Arena credits. I was like, ooh, that's not a lot. Now, when you think of it, because those are purple, right? So if you're looking to rank up more characters, be sure to shop by the Arena store. Orb revamp. Now, let's talk about this for the Kingpin Vault Orb is scheduled to be replaced with a new Arena Orb, which contains elite credits, L3 training modules. Boy, they had L4s in there before. Character shards and advanced gear. The new orb will be available for 800 credits. So I'm pulling up this orb now, and I've got. And the problem is they did not give us the information of what's actually in the orb. And I remember saying, I do offer a review. I value these orbs about $1 a piece because there's actually gold gear. There's a ton of training materials in them, like an L4 training materials, and the worst. And there was other stuff too. The worst thing about this orb was Kingpin. And I don't know that this is better. 675. They didn't give us what's in this orb at all, right?
So I guess the question is, how many L3 training modules are we going to get? Like, what's the minimum? What's the jackpot look like? Where is the the elite credits? I mean, this was a great way to make Red Stars more available. I mean, they're adding more Red Star availability, but it looks like Scream is going to be.
So Scream. Let's clarify. Scream is going to be going into this orb, but it's just going to be a random drop rate. We don't know the percentage. I promise you, it's going to be like Domino, super scarce, or Symbiote Spider-Man, or something like that, right?
So the question is, and I think I have the answer, but it sounds like, are the other Arena characters going to be in there? And it seems like no.
Right.
It looks like it's just going to be Scream, but it'll probably be just at the same rate we currently get Kingpin.
Okay, so just to clarify, so the Kingpin Vault is going away, and there's going to be one for 800 elite Arena credits, and Scream is going to be there initially, and we'll read up a little bit more on that, but we don't know how much Scream or anything like that. Character, let's just read it, because and then also elite credits, that's cool. Everybody needs elite credits. L3 seems like a step back. And then character shards, which they said initially is going to be Scream, and advanced gear. And I'm going to tell you this, 13s. My God, we need 13s, right?
Well, 13. I mean, so the idea is it doesn't even look like there's even orange gear in their period.
Advanced gear, because advanced gear is purple gear, right? Oh
yeah, that's purple gear.
Advanced gear is purple. No, this is terrible. Okay, character availability. We're evolving the way that new characters are introduced in the Arena store and making older characters easy to attain, which I do like that part of this whole conversation. When new characters are initially introduced in the Arena store, they will first be exclusively into the new Arena orb, Scream, When another new character is added, the older character will move out of the orb and become available for direct purchase in the supply section for 1,250 arena credits. And that's going to be initially Red Guardian. So we're going to I'm going to keep reading. We're going to get to it. Characters that have been there a bit longer will be set at 500 arena credits. And then to help newer players upgrade these rosters quickly, much older characters will have a cost of 350 arena credits. And that might be nice for a character like Daredevil, right? And then minions will have their cost significantly reduced to 250 arena credits, although there's only 4 minions in there and they're all trash. Maybe Hydra Armored Guard is okay, but none of them, rest of them are that they do anything. Shield Security's in there. Scream will go into the new arena orb first and kick off the arena store updates. So she will go into an orb that costs 800. We don't know how much she's going to drop, or we don't know. It looks like it's going to be purple gear and purple training materials and elite credits, but we don't know anything else other than that. And then it says accompanying the orb update and bypassing the new introduction system we mentioned above will be Red Guardian. And this is where I think most people are pretty upset. Are moving into the arena store for purchase for 1,250 arena credits. I mean, even if you're placing like number 1 in the arena every day, what are you going to get 5 shards every 2 days?
Yeah, I mean, so the idea is Red Guardian came out in December, right? So I have a feeling that so this is a relatively fast release method for a character that wasn't, that probably, isn't that old. So they're probably trying to recoup, and he's also pretty high priority. This is also for the skilled military, which is going to unlock that whole training mat. So, this is what Spreadsheet Dan. He's Decimal Jeff's evil twin.
Yeah.
So Dan has a spreadsheet, and he's like, yeah, we're definitely gonna have this. This is going to be where the economy we want to build. They're going to be able to get this number a day. Here's the problem: we've got people sitting on 60,000. We have to give them incentivized reason to spend through there. So the elite credits are the reason to incentivize people, and then we can adjust numbers based on all of that. And that's the problem: is we're kind of in this big petri dish where we're, this experiment in how we spend and how we hoard and all these different ideas. So Scream will be a random chance from the orb at 800.
Right.
If you think about it, how many times have you bought the orb and gotten Kingpin shards a day? You remember? I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. That was the worst part of the orb. The orbs I felt were actually pretty good as far as getting gold materials and training materials. Like when I'm out of training materials, this is where I go. I go here, and I exhaust this because I want the training materials, right? And so, and it sounds like L3s are not the same as L4s at all. That's not good. So that's something that when we get that, see, that's the problem with this post too, is that it's incomplete. We don't have the data. We don't know what the orb is. We're going to have to wait until Wednesday to scream trash.
I can between now and Wednesday, I can open one orb and you can open 900.
Okay. All right. Let's keep going. We're confident these changes will help keep parity between new and veteran players. Now, I do think that this is kind of newer player friendly, I guess. I mean, I'm looking at the contents of the orb. We've got some really amazing characters here, like Corvus, Blob, Crystal. Heimdall's a part. So if you want to get Ebony Maw, you know what I mean? And so the Juggernaut's still quite good. Deadpool helps you. Mordo. Then we get to some bad, and then Daredevil's important right now. So are these going to be, what characters are going to be, because they said some are going to be 500, some are going to be 350, some are going to be 250. Now the 250 we know is going to be the minions. Minions are trash. So that doesn't really help anybody, really. I mean, Hydra Armored Guard, I guess, is okay. Maybe we'll get a hand archer rework. I mean, they kind of said, I don't know.
I think this was probably the hint was the arena story.
Maybe that's what that post meant the other day. So
which is why it showcased arena credits in the middle.
I mean, so Daredevil at 350 would be a welcome change for new players. I think Mordo has a lot of value. I think Scarlet Witch has a value. Deadpool has value. Juggernaut has value. Heimdall helps you get Ebony Maw. Crystal, Human. I mean, there's some good characters in here, right?
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, there is some emerging characters that are important. Obviously, now we've got Black Order and Sinister Six in there. You've got some Asgardians in there, so it's not irrelevant. It's important that those prices have been adjusted, hopefully appropriately based on their relevance and how
So
long they've been in there. Like I hope like Daredevil goes down because he's been in
yeah.
there for a while.
So I want to clarify because I see there's some confusion. So Scream is going to be random in orbs. Red Guardian is going to be 1250. Then XYZ next character is going to come in.
Correct.
And then Scream will be moved out of the orb and that new character will go there. Let's say that next new character is Spider-Gwen. Spider-Gwen will go into the orb, right? And then Scream will then become 1250. And then Red Guardian will become 500. Maybe? Or do you think it'll keep it at 1250?
So I think that it looks like there's going to be a featured character, and it looks like once that featured character's in there. So
Okay.
the way I'm interpreting it is that Scream would be 1250.
Yeah, but they're not raising the prices of any of these characters to 1250. The only one that's going to be 1250 is going to be Red Guardian.
Right.
Correct. Okay, I just want to clarify because there's some confusion on that. All right.
Yeah,
So
I mean that's the way we're interpreting it.
yeah.
We just don't know.
That's the way it
sure.
reads. That's the way it reads to me. Okay, let's keep going because we'll see. I mean, it's hard to say this is trash. It doesn't feel good. We're going to find out on Wednesday. Raid season milestones. So this we talked about in the data mine. Plus, I believe that there's been rumor mills. Philosopher talked about this maybe like a month ago. Hurtling your way. Is that hurtling?
Hurtling.
Hurtling. I think it's wrong. Your way, it's foundable. Your way into the next chance to earn Silver Surfer character shards. The raid season milestone starting April 19th, which is this upcoming Sunday, right? Participate in Doom, Ultimus, Alpha, Beta, Gamma raids with your alliance to score points and hit milestones containing Silver Surfer shards. This cosmic wanderer will be riding into waves for the next 15 seasons. Be sure to raid often and take advantage again. Incomplete information, right? I mean, this could be amazing, or this could be like top 10 alliances are getting Silver Surfer, and that's it. Or what if they're only going to give us like 5 shards per season? I don't know, right?
Well, I think that's so. If you guys don't know, that's been kind of like what you and I have been talking about.
Yeah.
Is like getting people through Dark Dimension 4 is more important than I think we've been led to believe, because you got to start doing these Doom raids. And so, because the Doom raids are going to give you a lot more season points, and so I'm frustrated because we just don't have the right answers.
Okay, so like, and what if so like I'm in a top 10 alliance, right? I think we're number 10 or 11, right? And we've got 1 day and 22 hours left, and we're not maxing out. I don't think we're going to max out the milestones. What if it's the last? What if there's 15 throughout the raid season per every 2 weeks, right? And what if it's the 5 is only on the last milestone and only one alliance gets it? It could be that way, right?
No. So I think, didn't they have this in the beta, right?
Yeah, it was Quake. It was Quake in the soft launch in the beta.
So I guess we can probably draw the compare. Wasn't it like 2 or 3 per shard? Or was it 5?
I can't remember. I
didn't participate in that, so I don't have that information. So
all right, we'll find out we'll scream trash on Sunday when we find out. So this is all going live in 2 days. 1 day and 22 hours. We'll find out there. But yay, Silver Surfer, right? I mean, by the time the strike passes down, I'm going to be 10 shards away from going to the next star level. So I'll take 10 Silver Surfer shards one way or another, any way I can get them, right?
Well, I mean, and that's the thing is where does it get people who are the starter strike pass, right? So,
I mean, if this is this might make some alliance consolidation and a real push to raid too, right? I mean, I'm in a sweaty alliance. I'm sure you are. What I mean by sweaty, we try hard, man. We're pushing every day in the 4.3s. We do Doom raid every day. I mean, we're trying.
I'm actually not in a sweaty alliance. I'm actually in a little bit more.
You're a casual alliance? Yeah.
Well, I'm a little more hardcore / casual. Like, I'll push a whole lane for content, but we don't expect every one of our members to do that.
Yeah, because Silver Surfer is that important. I mean, this is going to push alliances to make, this is because this milestone thing never mattered before. And Silver Surfer I'm comfortable saying Silver Surfer's best character game, better than Doom. I like him way more than Doom myself.
Yeah, 100%.
100% best character in the game. I don't think anybody has said anything otherwise that I've talked to. Everybody says he's the best character in the game. It's kind of a big deal. On the other side, it's free, not free. bonus. I don't say free anymore because it's not. It's bonus stuff. Bonus stuff is bonus stuff, and this is a relatively friendly way of acquiring something, depending on how they do it. All right, so that's cool.
So I mean, like I said,
That's cool, right?
If it's available like every other milestone, phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
But
We'll see.
Yeah.
Upcoming blitzes. Okay, now this is we're just gonna read this. Mantis and Hela. And initially, I was pretty excited about this Hela because Hela's. Explain why Hela's so good, especially for mid game. I don't know what mid game players, but in the progression of this game, Hela is like a critical character, right?
Yeah, and Hell is just she's relevant for everything still, and more importantly, still the Greg double Gregs for Dark Dimension 4. More importantly, when you're talking about the Doom Raid spreading debuffs, especially paired with Surfer,
and she unlocks Black Bolt, and then Black Bolt unlocks and Phoenix. But the problem with this, the problem is the Phoenix event starts on the 19th, and this Blitz doesn't start till the 21st.
So I think this was supposed to be the reward. It wasn't supposed to be designed to help people get Phoenix, but at the end of the day, having her back in a Blitz is huge.
Yeah. Anyways, anybody that's Phoenix is Hela's a big deal. I use her every day in raids. She was vital for me in Dark Dimension 4. She even is important right now on offense and war. I've put her on offense and war, and I'm wrecking nerds. And on Hela Natural, she's even you can use her with Hydra 3.0, and sometimes there's a Hela combo. Boy, I'm getting a lot of value out of her. And I think that the thing that bothers me the most is that 1250 for 5 character shards. I guess they didn't specify that it was 5 character shards. We assumed that it was 5, but what if it's 10, right? This is crazy, right? And this doesn't address the issue that the arena is kind of broken, right? And I don't want to talk about that at length because I'm going to wrap up the video, but the arena system is kind of screwed, right?
Yeah, and if they would need a better distribution of cores and arena credits to really justify the amount of time that you'd have to spend to build on there. If arena defense is held, maybe it would be not as big of a deal. But at the end of the day, there's too many issues with arena now to really.
I think I would be more excited about maybe these changes if the arena I had any confidence in the way it plays. It just with slingshotting and other things, it's such a wonky game mode in my opinion. So guess what time it is?
Time for the giveaway.
It's time for the giveaway. I really hope you liked this video today because if you did, you are in luck. For every single person that likes this game, you will be getting for free the best infographic you've ever seen in your entire life. You like this infographic? Have you seen this infographic?
I haven't. You didn't. I'm not watching your stream because I'm streaming.
Well, it says Scopely developers traits, excessive greed, lack of attention to detail.
Oh,
bugs in the game almost daily. And then their ability right here is banhammer. It's got the Thor banhammer. It says ban players for no reason and blame it on a third party. And then they have a picture of multiple men. Integrity destruction. Ignore offer exploit, allowing some players to buy multiple offers that they shouldn't be able to. I like this. I got to give a big shout out to Along Came Nerdy. I think it's some nerdy nerd here on Twitch who made this. So anyways, that is that. I guess final judgment will come in on Tuesday, on Wednesday. Sunday. Well, Sunday about Silver Surfer, which I'm pretty excited about. And then the final version of my final judgment on this will come in on Wednesday of next week when we get to see the contents of I'm just going to call it the Scream Orb for now, but it's going to be the new Arena Orb or the old Kingpin Orb. But 1250 Red Guardian for 5 shards, I can call that right now. I think that's kind of trash.
Right.
All right. Head over to Remix channel. He's got lots of good stuff. And as always, thanks for watching. Keep on gaming. Bye. I can still hear you.
Oh, okay. All right, what is bring then?